Yo, what's going on, people? Salute, it's your boy Jay.Jordan back again for another WNBA watch along. Listen, y'all, I know it's been a while. I missed y'all, but work's been busy, life's been busy, but we back for some WNBA action. Well, there's only one game on the slate today. It's the Las Vegas Aces, currently 7th seed with a 15-14 record, taking on the Golden State Valkyries, currently in 8th seed with a 14-14 record. This is going to be a battle down to the end of the season with these two teams fighting for playoff positioning. Remember, the top 8 seeds make the playoffs, so these teams will be fighting all the way down to the end. All right, let's get into the starting lineups. The Las Vegas Aces starting Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kirsten Bell, Nalissa Smith, and A'ja Wilson. Their subs are Dana Evans, Aaliyah Nye, Jewell Loyd, Megan Gustafson, and Kia Stokes. Only player they have still out is Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. Just gave birth to a baby boy, I believe it was, a couple weeks ago. They're hoping she'll be ready or she'll be back before the start of the playoffs. For the Golden State Valkyries, they're going with Veronica Burton. Tiffany Hayes is good to go. She'll start. Janelle Salon, Cecilia Zandalicini, and Temi Fag Benley. Their subs, Caitlin Chen, Letitia Mihir, Kate Martin, Carla Late, and Ileana Rupier. They have Monique Billings, who's out with an ankle injury still, and Kayla Thornton, who's out for the season after having a knee injury. So those are the starting lineups and the subs for today's game. This game is on League Pass. It will be starting at about a little after 10 p.m. Eastern here. So we're just in the countdown until this game starts. Alrighty, these two teams have faced off 3 times already. This is the final matchup of the season. The Aces do lead the season series 2-1. The Valkyries won the first matchup on June 7th, 95-68, and then they've lost the 2 following matchups that were in Las Vegas. They lost by 2 on July 12th, 104-102, and a couple days ago on August 3rd, they lost 101-77. So the Valkyries pretty much need to win this matchup just in case it comes down to the end of the season, and the tiebreaker decides who will and will not get in. The head-to-head tiebreaker will decide who will have the upper hand in the matchup. All right, make sure you fill out the poll. Who do you think will win this game? Will it be the Valkyries at home, or will it be the Aces on the road? Just to give you some context here, looking at the home and away records, the Golden State Valkyries are 8-4 at home, and the Las Vegas Aces are 7-9 on the road. So the Valkyries, playing in Valhalla, as they call it, they have a very good home court advantage there. So it'll be interesting to see what will prevail in the end. All right. Before this game starts, I did want to get into some WNBA news. Since the last time we were on stream, a couple trades have happened over the last couple days, so I did want to touch base on that before the stream started. Before the game started. Let's see if my thing is loaded. All right, so this is the first trade that went down, major trade I should say, on August 3rd. The Dallas Wings, who have been pretty busy this season, they've made 3 trades already this season, since the season started, I should say. The first trade was the Lee Giroux trade, then they traded Nalissa Smith away, and now they traded Dejanay Carrington. So the trade was the Wings trade Dejanay Carrington to the Lynx, and in return they received Diamond Miller, who was a top pick in the 2023 draft if I remember correctly. Carly Samuelson, who was already out for the season after suffering an injury, and they received Minnesota's 2027 second round pick. In return, the Lynx received Dejanay Carrington. So we found out after the trade that Carly Samuelson was waived by the Wings, but they will assist in her rehab and recovery that she sustained at the beginning of the season. And they had to waive Tierra McCowan in order to complete the trade because they brought in more players than than was allowed on the roster. So Tierra McCowan is a free agent, pretty much. I think she's about to clear waivers, as she should have cleared waivers already. It's 48 hours. So pretty much, in the end, the Wings received Diamond Miller and a second round pick in 2027, and the Lynx received Dejanay Carrington. And if you watched any of the games yesterday, I think it was Dejanay Carrington came in and made an impact in that win against the Storm. Then a couple days later, this trade happened. The Seattle Storm acquired Brittany Sykes via trade with the Washington Mystics. So the trade was Brittany Sykes to the Storm, for Alicia Clark, Zaya Cook, and a 2026 first round pick. So that was the trade. They ended up waiving Zaya Cook, and the Mystics also ended up waiving Sika Kone as well. So essentially, this is the trade here. Brittany Sykes goes to the Storm. Alicia Clark returns to Washington, where she played before, and a 2026 first round pick. So a lot of people are talking about who won and who lost the trade. In my opinion, I think both teams in both scenarios pretty much won the trade. The Mystics have been clear about rebuilding and retooling through the draft and through young players. Even though they've been playing well this season and they're in the hunt for a playoff spot, they stuck to what their original goal was, and they traded away Brittany Sykes to accumulate a first round pick. So now I think they have 3 or 4 first round picks in the 2026 draft, because they also got one from, I believe they got one from Minnesota in the Carly Samuelson trade, if I remember correctly. And then a part of the Wings and the Wings and the Lynx, the Lynx are in win now mode, so they got another player to add to that roster. And the Wings, as you can see, they're in tank mode, so they added a pick and a young player in Diamond Miller. So both teams pretty much accomplished what they set out to do. That was weird. League Pass just kicked me out. All right, we're back in. AR, what's going on? Salute. Hope all is well, my friend. Hope all is well. All right, so that's the major trades that happened over the last couple days. Hold on. I don't know what happened here on League Pass. Let me see if I can go back in. That was weird. This game will begin soon, but it has a timer on it. Interesting. I think something happened here on the League Pass. Oh, they took the game off now. I think they had a error there. They might have to restart the feed. Yeah, they're having an issue here on League Pass, if I'm not mistaken. AR, so do you think Asia gonna go off on them tonight? I mean, the Lynx, the Valkyries are a different team at home. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I'm gonna go on NBA TV and watch this. This game is also on NBA TV. The League Pass feed just went down, so I'm going to NBA TV to watch it. I think the Valkyries will not allow Asia to go off again like she did the other game. What she had last game. Last game against them, she didn't really go off. She only had 14 points and 14 rebounds. The leading scorer was Jackie Young in that game. So she didn't really go off like Asia usually goes off. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Let me see if I go back to the other game the Aces won. She had 34 back on, what day was this? 34 back on July 12th. And then in the first game of the season, she had 17. So she's had 17 points. She's had 34 points, and she's had 14 points. Yeah. But that game was in Vegas. This game is in what you call it? It's in San Francisco. So the Valkyries are a different beast when they're playing at home. Robert, what's going on? Salute, salute. Thanks for joining as always. Appreciate that. All right, make sure you fill out the poll there, and they're doing this. They place the starting lineups on the screen right now. They're on your screen as well. Right, Xander Lassini is back in the lineup for them. Veronica Burton playing like a most improved player candidate. This is going to be a good one. I think they have about 35 seconds on the clock. I am watching this game on NBA TV. I was trying to watch on League Pass, but the feed just cut out on League Pass. Puppet, salute, salute. Who do I like? I'm going Valkyries today. I'm going Valkyries today in a close one. I'm probably giving too much credence to the Valkyries' home court advantage here. And they're missing Kayla Thornton as well and Monique Billings. So I'm probably giving too much credit to them in that state. But I'm going to go Valkyries as the underdog. They're a 5.5 point underdog here. But it should be a good game. This is the final game of the final matchup of the regular season between these two teams. If you're just joining, the Aces do lead the season series 2-1. Both teams have won the games on their home floor. The Aces won the 2 on their floor. The Valkyries won the 1 so far on their floor. Yeah, Raphael, you're absolutely correct. Without Kayla, they're a much different team. Much different team. But I'm digging the home tax as we get this game on the go here. The Aces have possession to start off, and it's almost a turnover to start. In fact, Bentley almost gets the steal. It goes out of bounds. It stays with the Aces. So we're already getting off to a good start here. Ball and play with Chelsea Gray. Gray down to Asia in the mid post here. Asia gets it off to Nalissa Smith. Back over to Chelsea. And they call a foul now on Fag Bentley. So Fag Bentley almost gets a steal on one possession and then fouls Asia on the following. Right. Once the stats load, I'll get the stats up on the screen for us so you can see who's on the court and whatnot. Ball and play with Chelsea Gray again. Chelsea Gray over to Kirsten Bell. She pump fakes for 3. Throws it to Asia in the mid post. They send a double to her. She gets the ball stolen. So they get the ball to Asia 3 times. She draws one foul and turns the ball over here. Xander Lassini with the rock. Left side of the floor. Xander Lassini previously with the Minnesota Lynx last season out of Italy. Tip Hayes with a jump pass to Fag Bentley. Out to Xander Lassini. She's a 3-point shooter. She's short. Rebound by Fag Bentley on the offensive glass here. Back over to Veronica Burton. Burton comes off the screen going left. Picks up her dribble. Out to Xander Lassini. Crossover. Back to the right hand. Gets into the paint. Pump fakes. Hangs. Doesn't know foul call. And it's a rebound by Kirsten Bell. Outlet to Jackie Young, who's cut off by Burton. Burton to Asia. Asia high low to Nalissa Smith. She goes up. And Nalissa Smith gets the Aces on the board. The road team has scored first. 2-0 Aces. Burton with the ball. Comes off that screen. Going to her right. Oh, hezzy move. Steps back on the right-hand side of the floor. Finds Xander Lassini on the cut. She fumbles the ball out to Janelle Salon. She pump fakes. Drives by Asia. Goes up. Hangs with the left. And no foul. They call a block on that. Block by Asia Wilson. Finds the cutting Asia Wilson on the other end, and she lays it in. So defense to offense there for the Aces. Asia gets the block on one end, runs the floor, gets rewarded with a layup on the other. It's 4-0 Aces. Tip Hayes with the ball. Hayes over to Salon. Salon pump fakes for three. Left side of the floor. Back up top to Hayes. Hayes played with the Aces last season. 1/6 player of the year. Zandalicini pulls up for another three. This time she buries it. Cecilia Zandalicini gets the home team on the board. It's 4-3 Aces. Gray with the ball. Over to Jackie. Back to Gray. Left side of the floor. Gray handoff to Asia. Asia with the ball behind the three-point line. Right side to Gray. Gray pump fakes. Gets cut off. Shoots over Zandalicini. Short. And Fagbenle gets the rebound. Fagbenle running up point center. Gets the outlet over to Salon. Right corner. And they call a foul here by Nalissa Smith. That's her first foul. So both teams with a foul apiece. Turn my volume up. Ball back in play here with the Valks. Hayes with the ball, top of the key. Hayes tries to get the pass to the rolling Fagbenle. Deflected and stolen. Nalissa Smith gets it over to Jackie. Back to Nalissa. Nalissa pump fakes for three. Reloads. Three is up and way off. Almost put a hole in the backboard there. Rebound to Hayes. That is not Nalissa's strength there with that catapult shot. And Hayes gets trapped and fouled. Foul is on. Foul was on Chelsea Gray. Jewell Loyd checking into the game now. Out to Veronica Burton. Burton to Hayes. Hayes over to Burton. Burton top of the key here. 10 on the clock. Burton gets into the lane. Corner to Salon. Salon can hit these. Oh, halfway down and out. Rebound to Nalissa Smith. Jackie Young with the rock. She calls out the play here. Gets it over to Jewell Loyd. Had a good game last time. She's been coming off the bench for them. Loyd loses the ball, but she has no dribble. Tries to get it out. Gets it out to Wilson with 7 on the clock. Asia Wilson into the paint. Fall away jump shot. Oh, Asia Wilson fall away jump shot from the foul line. Cashes out over 2 defenders. 6-3. Asia's up to 4 points. That's tough. Hayes tries to respond and she's short on the 3. Rebound, Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray down to Asia and she gets fouled by Salon on that one. That was a tough one from Asia. Shot clock running down. She gets to the center of the floor. Fall away jump shot from dead center by the foul line. Over 2 players. Nothing but net. What can you do? Ball over to Jewell. Jewell for 3. Nalissa Smith rebound and putback is good. Nalissa Smith feasting on the boards here. It's 8-3. Ball over to Janelle Salon. Salon, top of the key here. Salon drives right. Pulls up, fall away from the baseline is good. Janelle Salon gets on the board. Chelsea Gray into the paint. Up and over Kate Martin, who's checked in. And Chelsea Gray gets on the board as well. 10-5. Vegas on top. Bart Mark says, good to see Temmie starting. Yeah, she's been pretty much their regular starter. As we're talking about Temmie, she gets the ball on a pick and roll and scores a right-hand layup between Kate Martin and Temmie Fagbenle. 10-7. Jackie Young off balance, chucks up a 3. Wanted a foul there. They don't call it. And Burton with the rebound. Burton comes down the center of the floor. Another pass to Fagbenle, too high, and Jackie Young gets the steal. Jackie Young, cross-court pass over to Jewell. Jump pass to Chelsea. Over to Nalissa. Up top to Jackie. Jackie pump fakes into the paint over to Nalissa. She pump fakes. Baseline jump shot is up. And good. Nalissa Smith hits the baseline jump shot. She's up to 6 points. 12-7. Handoff. Oh, the Burton from behind gets poked away by Jackie Young. It'll stay with the Valkyries, but we have our first timeout of the game. Aces up 12-7. 4:26 to go in the first quarter. Let me get this stuff ready. The stats ready for y'all so y'all could take a look at it right quick. Okay, cool. Is it this one? I'm tripping. Hold on, y'all. My bad. There we go. Chose the wrong thing. So you can see who's on the floor at all times. Just getting that ready for us. All right, cool. We should be valid now. Cool. All right. Back to live. All right. Salute to everybody hanging out on the stream. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do a lot of games this week. There were no games on Monday. I was at the Liberty versus Dallas game yesterday. Thankfully, the Liberty won that game. And then we're here today. Tomorrow, I won't be able to do any games tomorrow or this weekend. I'll be away this weekend. Let's take a look at the stats so far. So it's 12-7. 12-7 in favor of the Aces. Let's take a look at the individual stats here. If it would let me. Oh, I see why. There we go. So for the Aces, you got Chelsea Gray with 2 points. You got A'ja Wilson with 4 points. And Nalissa Smith already with 6 points and 3 rebounds. For the Valkyries, you got 2 from Salon, 3 from Zandalasini, and 2 from Benley. So that's the scoring so far for both teams. 12-7 is the score. This is the only game on the W slate tonight. Tomorrow there's a couple games on Prime and on other things as well, and on League Pass. If it would let me get to the WNBA. Okay, cool. Look at the WNBA schedule. Right, broadcast is coming back on. Yeah, so there's 3 games tomorrow. We'll talk about that at halftime. They're showing Kayla Thornton during her recovery from a season-ending knee surgery. It looked like she posted something on Instagram. The first-time All-Star, made the All-Star team, comes back after the All-Star break before they even play any games. In practice, gets hurt, and it ends up being a season-ending knee injury, which is unfortunate. Valkyries to get the ball back in play. Ileana Rupier has checked in for the Valkyries. Burton with the ball over to Rupier. Rupier used to play. She was on the championship team with the Aces as Salon hits the fall away from about 10 feet out, middle of the floor. It's 12-9. So it's a lot of relationships here between the Aces and the Valkyries. Former players, former assistant coaches. So it's a chess match here. Jackie Young with the ball. Pump fakes at the foul line. She traveled. They don't call it. Out to Jewell Loyd. Contested 3 is up and off. Rebound to Salon. Great defense there by the Valks. Salon crosses half court. Gets middle of the floor. Hezzy move. Goes up. Cups it. Throws it up. No foul call. Long rebound out to Chelsea Gray. Gray with the ball. No look to Dana Evans in the corner. Evans gets middle of the floor. Out to the Gray. Down to A'ja. A'ja mid-post. Pump fakes fall away. They called a travel. I thought they weren't going to call it, but she travels. Turnover by the Aces. So ball with the Valkyries here. They're waiting to inbound here, and Burton has inbounded the ball. Burton crosses half court, guarded tightly by Dana Evans, full court here. Burton goes over to Salon, left wing, drives on A'ja Wilson, gets downhill, and she's looking for the foul call, but A'ja Wilson gets the block. Jackie Young gets it over to Evans. Faces up on Rupier. Jab steps. Spin move. Oh, fall away. Oh, she misses. Jewell Loyd offensive rebound is up and good. 14-9. Everybody was focused on Asia. Jewell Loyd snuck behind. Just gets the put back easily. Burton with the ball. And they call a foul by Dana Evans on Burton. Oh, they just said that last block by Asia Wilson was 500 career blocks. And on the inbound, Asia Wilson gets the steal on the lazy pass. She goes coast to coast and lays it in. 16-9, Aces on top. Sloppy inbound here by the Valks. Gets it over to Kayla Charles, over to Burton. Burton looking for somebody. Gets it to Rupier. Rupier cross court to Carla Late. Carla Late for 3, and it's off. Rebound to Janelle Salon. Salon gets the ball poked away from behind by Jackie Young. It's another turnover. Aaliyah Nye over to Jackie. Jackie to Asia. Asia top of the key. Handoff to Dana Evans. Evans back to Jackie. Jackie for 3, and she misses, but they call a foul down low against Kayla Charles. That's the 3rd foul in the quarter on the Valkyries. So Asia Wilson, they're saying her WNBA ranks this season. She's 2nd in points, 2nd in rebounds, 1st in blocks, and 5th in steals. So she's leading the W in a lot of them, or top 5 in a lot of major categories in the W. Ball down to Asia. Asia spins around Rupier, goes up, left hand layup, rolls out. Rupier gets the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go here. Valkyries down 16-9. Burton with the ball. Burton up top to Zandalicini. Back to Burton, right side. Burton out to Zandalicini. No hesitation for 3. Bounces off the rim, and Late gets the rebound, but she can't secure it. It bounces out of bounds. Ball in play here with the Aces. 16-9 is the score. Evans with the ball over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young pulls up for 3. Short. Fight for the rebound. Asia gets it over 2 players and gets fouled on the rebound. I think that's the 2nd foul in the last 2 minutes. That should be free throws for Asia, if I'm not mistaken. Meg Gustafson comes in for Asia, so that was the first in the last 2 minutes. So no free throws yet. The next foul in this quarter will result in free throws for the Aces. Loyd gets it into Evans. Evans down to Gustafson. Gustafson at the elbow. Out to Evans. Evans top of the key. Evans down the lane. Hook pass over to Jackie. Jackie pump fakes. It's cut off. Steps through. Over to Evans on the baseline. She goes up and misses. Rebound to Burton. Burton comes off the screen going right. Burton snaps back. Top of the key. 3 is up. And Veronica Burton is on the board here with the 3. Oh, I added it to the wrong team. My bad. 16-12 is the score. Aaliyah Nye, as just mentioned in the chat, with the ball. That was a travel by Jewell Loyd. She gets downhill, goes off balance, and misses. Rebound to Carla Late. Oh, she almost carries here. Late comes off the screen going right. Oh, what a pass to Fact Bentley on the roll and scores. Carla Late, what a dime on the roll there. 16-14. Valkyries within 2 here. They played that 2-for-1 perfectly. About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Evans with the ball at half court. Calls for the screen from Nye. It's a goal screen out to Nye. Nye pump fakes, drives into the lane, goes right hand floater short completely. It's a shot clock violation. So Golden State could tie or take the lead here with a 3 with 7 seconds left on the clock. Carla Late to inbound. Sideline out of bounds in the backcourt. Gets it over to Burton. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Burton over to Late. Late Into the lane, left hand floater, oh, off the back of the rim, and that's how the quarter ends. She had a nice look at it to tie the game, but a nice comeback here in the quarter by the Valkyries, 16-14 at the end of the first quarter. All right, let's get ready for the second. Let's get ready for the second quarter. 16-14, both of these teams fighting for playoff positioning. This is the final matchup of the season between them. Let's take a look at the scores here. 16-14 at the end of the first. Take a look at some stats here. So Chelsea Gray with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Jackie Young, yet to score, does have 2 assists. Kirsten Bell with a rebound. You got Asia Wilson with 6 points, a rebound, and an assist. She also has 2 blocks. Nalissa Smith with 6 points and 3 rebounds had a good start. Off the bench, Jewell Loyd with 2 points and 2 rebounds. For Golden State, Tiffany Hayes yet to score. Burton with 3 points and 2 rebounds. Salon with 4 points and 2 rebounds. Xander Lassini with 3. And Fag Bentley with 4 points and 2 rebounds. Off the bench, nobody scored yet. A couple people with some rebounds and some assists. If we take a look at the team stats here as it loads. Field goal wise, we got the Aces shooting 42% from the field, Valkyries shooting 37.5%. Aces haven't made a 3, they're 0 for 5. The Valkyries are 2 for 7 for 28%. But no team has shot free throws yet. The rebounding battle is pretty close, 11-10 in favor of the Valkyries. Assist battle is tied at 3. The Aces do lead the game in steals 4-1 and in blocks 2-0. They have less turnovers than the Valkyries. Aces have 2, Valkyries have 5. Points in the paint is led by the Aces, 12-6. Fast break points, second chance points, and points off turnovers all in favor of the Aces. As you can see, their largest lead of the game was 7 so far. And there's no flagrants or technicals yet. So that's the score, 16-14, 16-14 at the end of the first. This game is on NBA TV, and so that's where I'm watching it. I'm going to see if they fixed the League Pass feed yet. I feel like the League Pass feed most of the time, oh, they did fix it. League Pass feed most of the time is more in real time than the NBA TV feed. All right, broadcast is coming back on. Valiant says not one free throw. This is rigged for the under. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Broadcast about to restart. Oh, let me scroll down on this. This thing's over here showing me highlights here. There we go. Valkyries ended the quarter on a 5-0 run to get it within 2. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Ball and play here. Sorry, needed a beverage. Ball and play with the Valkyries. Xander Lassini over to Tiffany Hayes. Hayes with the ball. 6 on the clock. Oh, crossover on the rookie. 9 gets into the paint, skips through, and gets cut off by Kia Nurse. I said Kia Nurse, sorry, Kia Stokes. And she draws a foul. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So Tiffany Hayes always finds a way to find herself on the ground. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. She's still playing with that Legend of Zorro mask on. She had a bunch of nose injuries at the beginning of the season as she hits the first free throw. Oh, I didn't reset the clock. Why didn't the clock reset? Hold on, y'all. My bad. There we go. Now I gotta run the clock. As she hits both free throws, I'm gonna just keep running the clock here. Yeah, Matt G, you're right. Video quality is way better on League Pass and no ads. Absolutely right. Salute for joining. Aaliyah Nye with the rock, top of the key here, looking for Evans. Gets it to Evans. Corner to Lloyd. Loyd on the drive. Cross-court pass, terrible decision. In fact, Kayla Charles with the steal. Kayla Charles going coast to coast. She bumbles, stumbles, falls on the floor. Fight for the ball. Oh, and somehow gets it to late in the corner. Zandalicini with the ball, top of the key, back to Carla. Oh, Carla late, step back on Jewell Loyd. Oh, and gets fouled. On the follow through, she encroached on the landing space. So Carla late almost buries the three, but she'll go to the line for 3 free throws. So Carla Late will go to the line for 3 free throws. The French woman. She was drafted last season, but just came to the W this year. Carla hits the first. I think she was drafted, if I remember correctly, by the Dallas Wings. They let her get scooped up in the expansion draft as she hits the second. Yeah, she was drafted by Dallas. I was correct. Look at me knowing my stuff. And she knocks down all 3 free throws. Valkyries have their first lead of the game officially. 19-16. Largest lead of the game for them. Dana Evans tries to get it back and she misses the 3. Way off. Long rebound to Hayes. Hayes slows it down. Hayes gets the screen from Fagbenle. Fakes the pass, goes corner to Zandalicini. She drives into the middle of the floor. Fall away over Loyd. Oh, that's tough. Cecilia Zandalicini fall away jump shot over Jewell Loyd, and a timeout called by Becky Hammond. A nice start to the second quarter for the Golden State Valkyries. I told y'all that home crowd tax is something. Zandalicini with a little dream shake fall away over Jewell Loyd. They've outscored the Aces 7-0 in the quarter. 21-16 is the score. Queso says, sorry, I've just seen the comment. Do I think A'ja Wilson will be able to get a rebound? She will be able to get a rebound. I don't know how many rebounds you have her for, but she will be able to get a rebound eventually when she comes back in the game. At the bottom of your screens, I have who's on the court according to ESPN. When ESPN subs, when they sub people in and out, it should change with who's on the court. So the lineup for the Aces right now is Gray, Stokes, Loyd, Evans, and Nye. For the Valkyries, Zandalicini, Fagbenle, Hayes, Charles, and Late. 8 rebounds. It's going to be tough. It'll be tough, but she's going to have to be a force down low here. If the Valkyries are going to be up, she'll be in the game to get these rebounds. Oh, dope. I saw somebody in the OG Liberty jersey in the crowd in Golden State. If you didn't know, I am a Liberty fan, as you can see behind me. Let me see how many rebounds she has now. A'ja Wilson has 1 rebound so far. So 7 more, and they're losing the game. She should be able to get it. She had 14 rebounds in the last game against them a couple days ago. So she should be able to get 8 rebounds, but strange things happen. Strange things happen when you bet on people to do what they're supposed to do. All right, so we're in a commercial right now. We are in a commercial. They over here throwing T-shirts in the arena. The only game on the schedule today, only game on the WNBA schedule today. This game is on NBA TV and on League Pass if you did want to watch it, but I appreciate everyone who's tuned in to the stream. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. It helps the channel out tremendously. We're 10 away from 1,200 subs. So every subscriber is appreciated. At halftime, like we do on the channel, we'll go over the box score and the team stats, and then we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule and some other WNBA news if anything new gets released as we go throughout this game. Golden State, they're on a 12-0 extended run here from the end of the first to the beginning of this second. They ended on a 5-0 run as the Aces turn it over. Jackie Young tries to fire a bullet pass in, but a nice outlet pass. Carla Lade on the touch pass to Fag Benley, and as quick as they steal it is as quick as they score it. Touchdown Valkyries. They're up 23-16. A 9-0 run to start this second. Aaliyah Nye in the corner for 3. Misses. Rebound to Carla. And the ball hauler is alive here. Over to Xander Lassini. Back to Carla. Top of the key here. Gets the screen going right. Carla late. Out to Xander Lassini. You cannot leave her open. Oh, she fakes the 3. Gets it to Kayla Charles. A deep 2. That's when you would want Xander Lassini to shoot that 3. She was wide open. Jackie Young gets into the paint looking for her first basket, and she gets it. Jackie Young gets on the board here. 23-18, Valkyries on top. Late, over to Xander Lassini. Top of the key to Fag Benley. Right side to Hayes. Hayes comes off the screen going left. Snatches it back to the 3. Over to Xander Lassini, right side of the floor. 8 on the clock. Xander Lassini crossover. Step back over Asia. Corner to Fag Benley. Fag Benley can't shoot the 3. She misses. Jackie Young gets the rebound. Young on the run. Young gets into the paint. Same spot she shot it from before. Gets fouled this time on the shot. And she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. So they're showing a replay of that previous play. They get the steal. Xander Lassini, long outlet pass to Carla Lade, who catches it in midair. Touch pass to Fag Benley, who's right under the rim. And Fag Benley lays it right on in. Jackie Young, first free throw is in and out. So Jackie Young misses the free throw. Salon and Rupier check in for Xander Lassini and Fag Benley. So Jackie Young here again at the line for the second free throw. Can she make this one? And she can. She knocks it down. 1 of 2 from the line, 23-19. Carla late with the ball. Rookie guarding rookie. Aaliyah Nye guarding her. Hayes fakes the handoff. Gets loose on the midi. And it shoots an air ball. Kayla Charles gets the offensive rebound. Over to Rupier. Rupier for 3. And she's short. Nalissa Smith gets the rebound. Friendly fire with her own teammate. But gets it over to Chelsea Gray. Gray with the ball. Over to Nalissa Smith. Nalissa Smith with a head of steam. One leg fall away. And scores. Nalissa Smith up to 8 points. And it's a 2-point game here, 23-21. Hayes with the ball over to Salon. Corner to Charles. Charles on the drive. Gets fouled. And doesn't drop, but she'll go to the line. Kayla Charles draws the foul on Chelsea Gray. Kayla Charles out of Maryland. She's been bouncing around on 7-day contracts. This season she was with the Dallas Wings and came back a couple times with the Wings on hardship contracts, and now she's on a 7-day with the Valkyries. Kayla Charles knocks down the first free throw. Kayla Charles, 6-1, 6th season in the W. Kayla Charles for the second free throw. She knocks down both. 25-21 is the score. Jackie Young with the ball. Valkyries are 7 for 7 from the line. Aces are 1 for 2. Nalissa Smith, high-low with Asia Wilson, gets the ball stripped. She gets the loose ball, goes back up, and scores. Asia Wilson with the basket. 25-23. We have a foul here on the floor. Foul on the floor here against the Aces. Becky Hammond in her hoodie blazer, like she likes to do. This one has like sparkly butterflies on it. Looks like a custom thing. She don't go nowhere without her hoodie blazer combo. All right, so there's the referees are discussing something. I think they're trying to make sure they get things right here. Carla Late gets it into Rupier. Over to Carla Late. Right-hand dribble. Gets downhill. Goes reverse and scores. Carla Late turns on the Jets. Right by Nalissa Smith. Goes reverse on the left-hand side. It's 27-23. Chelsea Gray, hand off to Loyd. Loyd, middle of the floor, back out to Gray, right side, looking for Nalissa in the post. Nalissa gets rooted out of her spot. Salon gets to steal over to Burton. Burton gets downhill, takes the contact, can't get it. Kyla Charles, offensive rebound over to Burton. Up top to Salon. Salon for three, and she misses. Nalissa Smith gets the rebound. Over to Jackie Young. Young crosses half court, right to left crossover into the paint, hangs, rolls around and hits. Jackie Young head of steam right down the lane and scores. 2-point game again, 27-25, home team on top. Carla Lake, they leave her open for three, off the back rim, fight for the rebound. Asia gets it. Over to Jackie. Let's see if she does it again. She slows it down though, so she won't. Jackie comes off the screen, jump past to Asia. Asia pump fakes, shoots it and scores. Nothing but net. And a timeout called by Natalie Nakase. It's a tie game here, 27-27. Asia Wilson saying they hit her elbow. She hit my elbow. Well, late with the reverse. And I think Asia hit when she hits the midi, she's saying she hit my elbow. Couldn't tell. It hit nothing but the bottom of the net. So we're in a timeout right now. Tie game, 27-27. Aces respond after giving up a 9-0 run to start the quarter. They've outscored the Valkyries 11-4 since. Take a look at the box score. It's 27-27, as you can see. So Chelsea Gray with 2 points and 3 rebounds and an assist. We got 5 for Jackie Young with 3 assists. Kirsten Bell yet to score. Asia Wilson up to 10 points and 2 boards. And Alyssa Smith with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Off the bench, just Jewell Loyd has scored. For the Valkyries, we got Tip Hayes with 2 and 2. Burton with 3 and 2. Salon with 4 and 2. Xander Lassini with 5. Fag Bentley with 6. Off their bench, Late with 5 and 2 rebounds with 2 assists. Kyla Charles with 2 points and 2 rebounds. Also has 2 steals. (27-27) is the score. Salute to everybody hanging around. 27-27. We're a little under halfway to halftime right now. A little under halfway to halftime. Currently, I think the over-under to start the game was 159.5. It's dropped down to 153.5. The spread was a 5.5 point spread in favor of the Aces. It's now dropped down to 3.5. All right, at halftime, as always, we'll go over the box score and the team stats and the upcoming schedule of games for the rest of the week and weekend. Okay, looks like broadcast is back. There we go. So a ball was deflected out of bounds by the Aces. It's 4:40 to go in the second quarter now. So Burton inbound. Burton gets it into Rupier, back to Burton here. Burton comes off the screen going to her right. She's top of the key here, guarded by Nalissa Smith. Over to Salon. Salon pulls up from the wing for 3 and misses. Long rebound by Nalissa Smith, and a foul there called by Hayes on that rebound. So 27-27. Aces ball here. Asia Wilson inbounds the ball here. Valkyrie shooting 9 for 27 from the field. Aces shooting 13 for 26. Jackie Young, foul line jump shot is up and good. Aces retake the lead here. Burton gets it over to Hayes. Hayes tries to get downhill, right side of the floor. Dribbles back out to the three. Wants to clear out here. Wants to take Nalissa Smith. Left to right crossover. Blows right by her like she's stuck in mud and has something to say. Lays it right in. Gets her first basket of the game. She saw there was food on the table and she went to work there. Left to right crossover. Right hand lay. Foul called by Hayes on this end though. Trying to fight over that screen. He really went tween, left, right, Nalissa Smith. I don't even see you. So Hayes up to 4 points. So she has to go to the bench. She does have 3 fouls now, so she goes to the bench. Ball and play here with Chelsea Gray. Gray top of the key, left side to Jackie. Back to Gray. Gray, right wing three is short. She knew it. Chase for the rebound, gets tipped to Wilson. Up top to Jackie. Gets the ball stolen by Zandalicini, but it goes to Rupier. Back to Zandalicini. Over to Salon. Salon over to Kayla Charles. Baseline 2 is up. And good. Kayla Charles with the baseline jumper. And the Valks retake the lead, 31-29. Loyd comes off the screen over to Chelsea Gray. Gray back to Loyd. Loyd for 3. Wide open. Off the back rim. Fight for the rebound. They call a foul on a Valkyries player. So 31-29. It stays Aces ball here. Sideline inbound. Jackie to Chelsea. Back to Jackie. Back to Chelsea. Chelsea comes off the screen. Drops it off to Asia. Middle of the floor. Floater is up and good. Asia Wilson up to 12 points here. She ties the game up at 31. A lot of these shots not even hitting the rim. They're just going straight in here. Burton on the attack. Over to Zandalicini in the right corner. Almost loses it. Dribbles it back out to 3. Zandalicini step back. 3 off the rim. Burton chases it down. Gets it to Charles. And the refs say it's Ace's ball. Ball inbounds. It looked like Coach Nakase wanted to challenge, but it ends up with a layup for the Aces on the other end, as the Valkyries were a little out of sorts there, trying to say that they felt their teammate was pushed. Aces retake the lead 33-31. Burton with the ball, top of the key now, guarded by Asia Wilson. Gets it over to Zandalicini. Zandalicini back to Burton. Burton. Oh, Kirsten Bell falls down. Oh, Burton could not complete the highlight. She stepped back and Kirsten Bell went head over heels. She misses the 3. Aces with the ball. Kirsten, corner to Jewell. Jewell step back, gets it to Kirsten. Kirsten for 3, and she buries it. So Kirsten Bell almost was on the end of the highlight. She comes back on this end and knocks down their first 3 of the game. They're 1 for 10, and they have a 5-point lead. Salon with the ball. Picks up her dribble. Out to Burton. Burton. Guarded by Loyd. Attacks the basket. And they call a jump ball there between Jewell Loyd and Burton. So it's a jump ball here, right by the Valkyries basket between Burton and Loyd. And jump ball is won by the Aces. Asia gets it over to Jackie. Jackie over to Chelsea. Chelsea Gray on the drive. Oh, crossover to the right, gets downhill, throws it up, and goes lay it and scores. Goes off the glass and scores. 7-point lead here for the Aces. They're closing this quarter well. Valkyries need to respond with a run here. Zandalicini with the ball. Pump fakes for three. Gets it down to Fact Bentley in the post. Out to Kayla Charles for three. And Kayla Charles, what a three. They needed that basket. And she delivers. Kayla Charles with the score. She's up to, what she has? 7 points off the bench. 4-point game here. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Guarded by Xander Lassini. Finds the curling Loyd. Pass over her head to Asia. Asia goes up and draws the foul. Asia Wilson first free throw is up and good. They are in the bonus now, the Aces. Asia Wilson up to 13, looking for her 14th point, and she buries it. 14 for Asia in this first half. Carla Late gets the ball down to Kayla Charles. Out to Fact Bentley. Hand off to Carla. Carla comes off the screen. Oh, bounce pass to Fact Bentley. She pump fakes. Oh, had the layup. Dribbled back out. Out to Carla. Carla on the drive. Gets downhill. Stops. Fall away over Asia and scores. What a shot by Carla Late. No fear. It's a 4-point game. 40-36. Ball over to Kirsten Bell. Corner to Jewell Loyd. They leave her open, and she makes them pay. They went for the trap and left Jewell Loyd wide open. I don't know what type of defense that was. Burton over to Late. Late drives baseline, gets stripped. Over to Salon. Salon double clutches and scores. With 0.7 on the clock, and that's how the quarter ends. Frantic into the first half. It's 43-38. Aces on top. 43-38, Aces on top. Let's get stuff ready for the third quarter, and then we'll take a look at the box score and the team stats. 15 minutes on the clock for halftime starting now. All right, let's take a look. 43-38 at halftime. Take a look at the box score. You got Chelsea Gray with 6 points and 4 rebounds with 2 assists. Jackie Young with 7 points and 3 assists. Kirsten Bell with 3 points. Asia Wilson leading the way with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nalissa Smith with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Excuse me. Jewell Loyd with 5 points and 2 rebounds. And that's it for the Aces. AR says Asia doing her thing. Yeah, she really is. She matches her point total from the last game already. Tiffany Hayes with 4 points. Does have 3 fouls, which is keeping her out. Liz, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope you're doing well. Veronica Burton with 3 points and 3 rebounds. Salon with 6 points, 5 for Xander Lassini. Fact Bentley with 6 and 2. You have Kayla Charles off the bench with 7. Carla Late off the bench with 7. So their bench is giving them 2 of their bench players giving them nice production. 14 points off of their bench. 14 points and 4 rebounds off their bench. So that bench is really, really keeping them in it. 14 of their 38 points is off the bench between Kayla Charles and Carla Late. All right, let's take a look at the team stats here. So Ace is shooting 55.9% from the field on 19 of 34 shooting. The Valkyries shooting 40% at 14 of 35. 3-point shooting hasn't been good for either team. 2 for 11 for the Aces, 3 for 15 for the Valkyries. Free throws in favor of the Valkyries. They've knocked down all 7 of theirs. Rebounding battle in favor of the Aces. They're leading 22-15 overall. Assists, the Aces are leading 9-6. The Valkyries are leading steals at 5-4, but the Aces are leading blocks 3-0. 6 turnovers for the Aces, 5 for the Valkyries. Points in the paint is in favor of the Aces, 26-14. They're also leading fast break points and second chance points. Points off turnovers in favor of the Valkyries, 7-6. The largest lead of the game has been 7 for both teams. No flagrants or technicals so far. All right, 43-38 is the score at the half. They have this, I think this Simon Says guy doing the halftime show, if I remember correctly. That's what he looks like. AR, that's a good question. Do the Valkyries close the gap in the third? I think between their with their home crowd tax, I think they will. They already made a comeback already from being down 7. Now what are they down 5? This is nothing to them. Excuse me, had to take a quick yawn. It's been a long day because I knew if I took a nap when I got home from work, I would not get back up. So I'm running on fumes here, but we got to watch some W hoops. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the rest of this week. So tomorrow on Prime, let me verify because I don't know why this website doesn't show what if the game's on Prime or not. Let's go schedule on ESPN so I can verify. Yep. So on Prime, you have the Atlanta Dream and the versus the Chicago Sky at 8 p.m. on Prime. And then you have the Indiana and Phoenix Mercury at 10 p.m. on Prime. This game, the Connecticut and LA game, you can find on League Pass. So these first 2 games are on Prime, Amazon Prime Video. This last game will be strictly on League Pass. Depending on what time I get home, I may be able to do this Indiana Phoenix game, but I probably won't be able to. So I'm just letting you know from now. So if you see a notification at 10 p.m., that's me streaming it. On Friday, we have 3 games all on Ion. You have the Mystics at Minnesota. You have New York to face Dallas again, and Seattle to face Las Vegas. They could be interesting here because if the Aces win tonight, they'll move to 16-14, tied with the Storm, and then whoever wins this game will be ahead at the end of the night. So Aces really need to win this one. Higher Summer, what's going on? Said I need Aces to win. I mean, I predicted Valkyries, but I don't have anything on it, so it doesn't hurt me in the least. Chemo, what's going on? Aces are getting very little from their bench. Probably stay a close game through the 4th. Yeah, they only have 5 from Jewell Loyd, and that's it. Yeah, or hopefully I can. It's a tight week for me. But hopefully I can get another one in. I really enjoy streaming these games. All right. So those are the games on Friday here. New York facing Dallas for, I think this should be the 3rd and final matchup of the season between these 2 teams. Season series is tied 1-1. Doesn't really mean anything because Dallas is at the bottom of the league in terms of the standings. But like I mentioned, that Seattle-Las Vegas game could have some seeding in the playoffs implications. On Saturday, 2 games on Saturday, Chicago at Indiana. That game is at 8 p.m. on CBS. And then you have the LA Sparks versus the Golden State Valkyries at 8:30 p.m. on League Pass. So that's another game here that could have some playoff implications. Currently, the Valkyries are in 8th seed. If they lose tonight, they move to 14-15. And then if they face off against the Sparks on Saturday and lose, that puts them at 14-16. Sparks at 14-15. Sparks will take over that 8th seed. So a lot of things fluctuating as we grind down to the end of the WNBA season. If we look on Sunday at 12:30 p.m., why is it? I don't know why this game's so early. Minnesota versus New York in New York. I will be at this game, so there will be no watch along for on that game. I'll be at that game. Then you have at 4 p.m. you have Mystics at Dallas. That's on CBS Sports Network. You have Atlanta Dream at Phoenix Mercury at 6 p.m. That's on NBA TV. That game could have some seeding implications as well. Seattle and Los Angeles, another game. And then Connecticut at Vegas. I forgot what game I said I would be doing. I think I said Seattle and Los Angeles I'd be doing. So I just have enough time to get home from this game, take a breather, and then we'll stream the Seattle Storm and Los Angeles Sparks game. Hopefully by that time, Brittany Sykes will be playing for the Seattle Storm. She'll probably play in the game before this, but we know definitely by this time she should be playing. Then let's take a look at Mondays. Monday, there's only one game, Connecticut and Golden State. I should be able to do that game, so we'll stream this game, Connecticut versus Golden State. And then going into next week, we'll just take a quick look. Dallas and Indiana at 7:30 on ESPN. And then at 10 p.m. on NBA TV of New York at LA. Definitely streaming this game, New York at LA. New York back on a road trip. Because then the following day, the Wednesday, 8/13, they play the Aces in Las Vegas. So New York on a back-to-back next week, as well as all these other games. Chicago and Connecticut, Golden State at Washington, Atlanta at Seattle. So some interesting games coming up. Make sure you keep it locked here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and you turn those noti bells on so you get notified whenever I am about to go live or whenever I create a stream. All right, let's take a look at the standings. We still have a little bit of time before halftime is over. Appreciate you guys hanging around. So for the WNBA standings, we have the Minnesota Lynx with a 25. Let me zoom in here. A 25-5 record for the Minnesota Lynx. They're ahead of the league by far. New York hanging on to that 2 seed currently, 19-10. Atlanta has moved into third with an 18-11 record, tied with Phoenix at 18-11, but I believe Atlanta has the head-to-head tiebreak at the moment. Phoenix at 18-11. You got the Fever at 17-13 in 5th seed, even without Caitlin Clark managing to still generate some wins. Seattle Storm have dropped down to 6th. They're at 16-14. Vegas at 15-14 could potentially move on up with a win tonight. Let me verify and see if they can. If I go look at the Seattle versus Aces head-to-head matchup. So currently Seattle leads the season series 2-1. So that matchup between these two teams on Friday is super important. If the Storm win that matchup, they'll secure the head-to-head season advantage. If they lose, it'll be tied at 2 games apiece. Jay Works said, "Did I go to the Liberty versus Dallas game?" Yeah, I was there. I got there, started the second quarter, but I was at that game. A lot of Dallas / Paige fans in the building every time she scored or Dallas scored. A lot of cheers there, but the Liberty ended up getting the win in the end. All around good effort from the squad. They were like pretty much double and triple teaming Sabrina, so she ended up with 9 points. But everybody, like the other 4, we had like 4 or 5 other players in double figures. Paige led the way in scoring for the Wings. She had like 20, 21 or something like that. Hit Steph Talbot with a crazy move. And crossed her up, brought her back to the 3, attacked her again, pulled back, went behind the back, pull up midi. Yeah, but Paige is the real deal. She got all the tools in her bag, but it wasn't enough this time against the reigning defending champs. Going back down to the standings here, you see the Aces 15-14, Valkyries with 14-14. Sparks trying to climb back into the playoff picture with 13-15. You got the Mystics have fallen off the pace at 13 and 16 now. And then towards the bottom, you got the bottom of the barrel here. 8 wins for the Sky Wings and 5 for Connecticut. So remember, there's 44 games in the season this year. 44 games. So a lot of these teams are already past the halfway point. We're coming to the final stretch here. Season ends on September 11th. That's the final day of the regular season. And the playoffs start on the 14th of September. Let me scroll down so you can see the tie break procedure. So as I was mentioning about head-to-head, in order to break a tie, the following criteria will be used. Better record in head-to-head games is the first order of business in criteria. And the second one is better winning percentage against all teams with a 500 record or better at the end of the season. So it's always imperative to win your head-to-head matchups with these teams around you, because come September 11th, it can get real shaky if you and a team are tied, but they won the head-to-head and you drop out of the playoffs or drop into a less favorable matchup in the playoffs. All right, so that's all I had to tackle at the halftime report. Appreciate you guys sticking around and tuning in. Looks like they're coming back to the broadcast for this game. Third quarter about to get started. The away team Aces are in the lead currently. 5-point lead for the Aces. They're talking about Kyla Charles and Carla Late, the two bench players for the Golden State Valkyries, who scored 14 of their 38 points in that first half. They had their hands all over, their imprint all over that first half, keeping the Valkyries, giving them the lead at even at one point, but also keeping them in striking distance. They do need to improve their. They did improve their field goal percentage, but they need to improve their defense. They allowed the Aces to shoot 73% from the field in that second quarter. So their defense does need to improve, making shots tougher for the visiting Aces. This game is important to them. They have to act accordingly. Halftime is over. Third quarter getting ready to start here. Thanks for bearing with me. We are off to start the second half with the Golden State Valkyries. Burton has Hayes with the ball. Hayes tries to attack Young. Goes cross court to Xander Lassini in the right corner. She tries to get it up top to Salon, gets deflected, but she gets it back with 8 on the clock. She's in the post against Chelsea Gray. Tries to pass it out again, and Asia Wilson with a deflection and steal. Young over to Bell. Bell, no hesitation. 3 is up. Off the back rim, misses. Rebound to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini gets it over to Hayes. Hayes tries to get downhill. Ball gets deflected. And Xander Lassini has the top of the key, looking for someone to get it to. Over to Fagbenle. Hand off to Hayes. Hayes comes off the screen, gets downhill. Off balance goes Glass, and they call a foul. Hayes will go to the line. Will go for 2 free throws. Her second trip to the foul line today. So Tip Hayes at the line for 2 free throws. Tudo, what's going on, my boy? How's everything? She knocks down the first free throw. Monique Billings is showing her on the broadcast. She's out with an ankle injury. They said she's out at least the next 3 weeks. That's tough. She was a Energizer bunny off the bench as well. Even when she started, she would always be in the passing lanes, been rolls hard to the basket. Was even knocking down threes lately as Bell shoots another 3 and misses. Nalissa Smith gets the rebound. Xander Lassini tried to rip it away, but it goes out of bounds. Drew Something said, who does free? Oh, I guess you're asking the chat. Bell with the ball, outlet to Chelsea Gray with 4 on the clock. Gray comes off the screen going to her right, tries to split, off balance jumper, and they say it's a shot clock violation. She didn't get it off in time, but they're gonna review it. I don't think she got it off in time. Yeah, Way is still in her hands. Not even close. It is Valkyrie's ball. Basket doesn't count for Chelsea Gray at the buzzer there. Shot clock violation. Burton attacks Bell and Bell blocks it. And they're going to challenge that call. The block on Kirsten Bell. It went off of Burton. I saw that on first look. Bell gets the block on Burton. And it looked like it went off of Burton's hand. So they're going to go to the monitor to take a look at this. So it's 43-40. Aces on top. 43-40. It's 2-0 in favor of the Valkyries to start this quarter. So at the bottom of your screen, you can see who's on the court right now for the Aces. It's the starters: Nalissa Smith, Kirsten Bell, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Jackie Young. For the Valkyries is Xander Lassini, Salon, Fakbenley, Hayes, and Burton. And a lot of the Valkyries are a very internationally infused team. Xander Lassini from Italy, Salon from France, Fakbenley from the United Kingdom. And then Hayes and Burton are both from the U.S., but their bench, you got Carla Late from France. You got Ileana Rupert from France. So a lot of international influence here on the Valkyries. Drew something says Wilson cannot score. She had 14 in the first half. She's 6 for 8. Third quarter just started. So just give it some time. Still, the call is still under review. That's what they have on the screen here. You're not missing anything. Call the foul call, or the out of bounds call, excuse me, is still under review. All right, so let's see. They over here doing the wave in the arena. Let's see. All right, they're coming back to the broadcast now. 43-40 is the score. Let's see what the resolution of this foul call is. They're over here just doing some ad read right now. The success. Oh man, I hit the wrong thing. I reset the clock. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna change it. The challenge was successful. So it is Ace's ball here. It's 8:20 to go. I'm gonna reset the clock now as Asia Wilson draws a foul with 8:20 to go. Press the wrong button on my thing. So 8:20 to go, y'all. 8:20. There we go. So I got that back situated. 8:20 to go in this one. Asia Wilson at the line for free throws, and she buries the first. Asia Wilson at the line for the second, and she buries both. So it's 45-40. Back to a 5-point game here. In fact, Bentley, that was her third personal foul. Burton with the ball, comes off the screen, going to her right. Burton looking for an outlet here. Burton still keeping the dribble alive, though. Now picks it up. Down to Fact Bentley in the post. Faces up against Chelsea Gray. Puts her in the post. Goes up. Pump fakes. Goes up with the left. Chelsea Gray tried to sell it. Try to flop backwards. The refs do not buy the flop. And Fact Bentley with an easy layup. Ball out to Jackie Young. Down to Asia. Asia in the post against Fact Bentley. Spins. Throws an off-balance shot. And somehow banks it in. And gets fouled. Jay, what do you think about seeing them live? That game was late. Yeah, I mean, I am a season ticket holder for the Liberty, so I'm at a majority of the home games. But to see the Dallas Wings live, they're a young team. They move around a lot. They're very energetic, and Paige is cool to watch. But the Liberty, I've been watching the Liberty for years, in person recently. The last couple of seasons, I've been going to way more games. Season ticket holder for the last. It's my third season as a season ticket holder, actually. It's crazy. Time flies. Asia Wilson completes the 3-point play. 48-42 is the score. Hayes with the ball, top of the key. Hayes off the screen to her right. Looking, finds Salon. Goes corner to Burton. Burton for three. No hesitation. And Burton with a left corner three. Knocks it down. Veronica Burton. That's her second three of the game. 48-45. 3-point game. Ball in the corner to Nalissa Smith. Up top to Jackie. Jackie. Over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray tries to come back middle. Cut off by Burton. Hand off to Jackie. Jackie down to Asia. Asia fall away again. Rolls around. Misses. Rebound to Salon. Salon on the run here. Crosses half court. Hand off to Zandalicini. Doesn't take the shot. Up top to Burton. Burton slows it down. Wants the screen going left. Burton gets a rescreen going back right. Over to Salon. Salon pump fake. Step back. Over Asia Wilson for corner three and gets fouled by Asia. And Asia said, nah, I didn't foul, but they're probably not going to challenge this. They just won the challenge, but you don't keep getting, you only get 2 challenges a game if you win. If you win the first one, you get another one. If you win or lose that one, oh, that's not a foul. I don't know. I don't think that's a foul. Salon rattles in the first, though. There was no foul up top unless they're saying it's a foul on the feet. But that's not a foul in my opinion. Salon hits the first. Second one is up. And her shots are like line drives. Like, you know how most people's shots have a nice little arc to it. Her shots are like missiles. Like, like if it's off by a little bit, it's off. Third one is up, and she gets it in. So she knocks down all 3 free throws to tie this game at 48. Valkyries haven't missed a free throw. They're 12 for 12 from the line. Aces are 6 for 7. Young with the ball. Young comes off the screen going right. Nowhere to go. Up top to Chelsea. Chelsea back to Jackie. Right wing here. 7 on the shot clock. Hook pass over to Chelsea. Chelsea in front of her bench for 3. High arcer is off. Asia Wilson snags the rebound one-handed. Up top to Jackie for 3. And she misses. Rebound to Hayes. And Hayes gets it to Zandalicini. Zandalicini over Burton. Can the Valkyries retake the lead again? We had a number of lead changes in this one. Zandalicini wide open for 3. She got to knock this down. Her easiest shot of the day, and she misses. Nobody within 10 feet of her, and she misses the 3. Chelsea Gray tries to no-look it to Asia Wilson and throws it right to the basket stanchion. Try to do too much. Just throw a regular pass. She tries to no-look it and throws it right to the basketball stanchion under the basket. Like, just do a normal pass. 9 turnovers for the Aces, 6 for the Valkyries in this one. 48-48. Hayes comes off that screen, wants a rescreen going to the right now. Hayes throws it down to Fact Bentley and gets fouled by Jackie Young. So Nalissa Smith to the bench. Aaliyah Nye, the rookie, checks in. Smith quiet in this third quarter. She started off pretty strong. Kate Martin has checked in for the Valkyries. Has not attempted a shot according to the broadcast and according to our box score here. Ball in play with Fag Bentley over to Hayes. Hayes and Fag Bentley running this 2-woman game. Hayes rejects the screen, gets downhill, and lays it in with the left and scores. And Hayes, everybody says count the bucket. They will, I think. Do they say it's a continuation? I might have counted my chickens before they hatched and added the points. Let me see if they added it. But they're saying they wanted a. Let's see. Oh no, they say the foul was on the floor. Take the points off the board. It's 48-48 still. Basket does not count. And they call an offensive foul on Fag Bentley. Ball in play here with the Aces. Fag Bentley catches Asia Wilson in the chin with a. That's a charging foul. And Asia Wilson gives the foul right back and charges into Veronica Burton. Took the brunt of that. So so a turnover for turnover there. Burton was in position outside of the semicircle and draws the charge. Burton willing to risk her body there in that moment. That's what you want out of a teammate. Out of because some people would try to escape that contact. But Asia Wilson coming down the lane. Hayes gets down the lane, double clutches, misses. Fight for the rebound. Aaliyah Nye gets it. Over to Chelsea Gray. Gray in the corner to Jackie. Jackie down to Asia. Ball gets tipped away. They call a foul on Ileana Rupier. (48-48). 4 fouls for the Aces, 3 fouls for the Valkyries. Jewell Loyd to inbound, sideline in front of her bench. Gets it into Jackie Young. Young with the ball. The Valkyries move into a little bit of a 2-3 zone here. Chelsea Gray wide open for 3 and misses. Long rebound goes to Loyd. Loyd out to Jackie. Jackie for a 3 and she knocks it down. Foul and 1. Jackie Young. A 4-point play possibility here for Jackie Young. That's the only thing about running a zone. It's hard to rebound out of running zone. And they're going to challenge this play here. Natalie Nakase going to challenge this foul call here. So Jewell Loyd open. She shoots the 3. And I don't know where they... So they were trying to say that she probably encroached on the landing space. I always complain about this. If you have a shooter who jumps forward on their shot, how do you guard that? That's tough to call, because if they're shooting a 3, they start behind the 3 and they jump forward. Like, that's not my fault if they jump into me, A lot of Jackie Young is one of those players that jumps forward on her shot. So she shoots the 3, jumps over the line and lands past the 3-point line. And now they called a foul on Hayes. Another player in the NBA who does that is like Chris Middleton. He'll shoot the 3, but jump forward. So it's one of them ones. But they're challenging this play. It's 51-48. The 3 will count. They're just challenging to see if the foul call will stand. So they're reviewing this call right now. They are reviewing this call. Score is 51-48. The challenge was successful. So take the foul call off the board. They won't shoot the foul shot for the 4-point play. So the Valkyries will have possession here. The 3-point shot does count for Jackie Young. That was her first 3-pointer made of the game. Why do I look like Sugar Rogers on the Valkyries bench? Let me see where Sugar Rogers is doing with her life. Ball and play here with the Valkyries. Salon with the ball, gets downhill on Asia, goes glass and scores over Asia Wilson. Oh, wow, that is Sugar Rogers with the Valkyries. That's dope. Liberty, ex-Liberty player Sugar Rogers, 3-point assassin. Jackie Young with the ball. It's 51-50. Jackie Young to Asia. Asia faces up against Rupier. Step back. Elbow jump shot. Oh, Asia Wilson. She's been knocking down that midi all game long. 53-50. Martin with the ball. Martin comes up the screen going right. Martin gets downhill on Loyd. Oh, almost loses the ball. Jewell Loyd falls down, and then Martin shoots an air ball right over the rim from 5 feet out. Jackie Young with the ball. Right side of the floor, looking to get it back to Asia. Asia not on the right elbow now. Goes over to Jewell. Jewell wide open for 3, and she knocks it down. 56-50. Carla late with the ball over to Veronica Burton. Burton comes off that screen, steps through that lane, goes off balance, floater, and they call a foul. They call a foul on Burton. So Veronica Burton trying to Euro step through the lane, catches Gray with an elbow in the nose. They're gonna review this. It looks like they're gonna review this for a possible flagrant here, but it didn't look intentional. Veronica Burton was Euro stepping through the lane, but I don't think that's a flagrant because she was trying to Euro step. It wasn't. She didn't throw the elbow, but we'll see what the referees call here. Game of Billions says Valkyries. Oh, I forgot to end my poll. It's at 50-50 now. I need somebody to skew the results. I might have to skew it myself. Let's see. Now it's at 50-50 here. Make sure you leave a vote. Who do you think will win this game? I can't end it at 50-50. Got a lot of Valk supporters here, whether it's for the fans or for the bets. I respect it. Oh, I understand now. You got a Bay Area representative here. Salute, salute. They're still reviewing this. All 3 refs are here at the table reviewing it. So we'll see how quickly they can get this done. Salute to everybody hanging out. It is now approaching 11:30 Eastern here in New York. These late games be tough, boy, I tell you, but it's the only game on the W calendar tonight. So we got to get it done. Take a quick look at the stats while we wait for them to figure this all out. 56-50 is the score. Yeah, you see that? AR 50-50 with 140 say it's crazy. It's my fault. I forgot to end. I usually ended at after halftime, and I totally forgot. I'll be forgetting to have the poll active sometimes. Looking at the stats, as you can see, Gray 6.6 rebounds. Jackie Young with 10. So you got 3 for Bell, 21 for Asia with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Melissa Smith with 8 and 6. And then, as you can see, the bench, Jewell Loyd is the only one scoring 8 points for the bench and Jewell Loyd. Valkyries, you can see the box score here. 6 for Hayes, 6 for Burton, 11 for Salon, 5 for Xander Lassini, 8 for Fag Benley. You got 7 for Charles, 7 for Late. Higher some say game most likely going to Aces. At the moment, it's 8 in favor of the Aces, but the leads have not been insurmountable for the Valkyries. I've seen them come back. They upgraded this to a flagrant 1 for Veronica Burton. Miracle says, good evening, Jay. Do you listen to the broadcast as you're live streaming? Yeah, right here. I have the headphone in, and I have my Apple TV feeding the audio into my computer so I can listen and hear the notifications when y'all comment and stuff and subscribe. So yeah, I do listen to the game. Good to see you in the chat, Miracle. Asia over 27.5. That should be. I mean, as long as this game stays within striking distance here, as Chelsea Gray knocks down the first of the flagrant 1 upgrade. Now she's at the second, and she knocks down the second. So it's 58-50. This might be the largest lead of the game for either team, 8 points. So it is Aces ball after they made the 2 free throws, and they get possession here. Jackie Young with the ball, comes off that screen. Jackie Young up top to Asia, over to Nye, left side to Chelsea Gray with 15. Hook pass over to Jewell Loyd, touch pass to Jackie. Jackie with 10 on the clock. Jackie comes up the screen going left. Jackie for her second 3 and misses. Rebound to Hayes. Hayes with the ball. Let's see what the Valkyries can do here in the last 3 minutes of this quarter. It's an 8-point game. Valkyries pretty much need this one to tie the season series. Hayes gets down the hill. She tries to go curly kneel pirouette under the basket, Steve Nash type, and misses the layup. She falls down on the floor. Typical Hayes stuff. Over to Gray. Gray with the ball. Dribbles in. Snatch back dribble. Foul line. Jumper is short. Rebound to Hayes. Hayes over to Carla Late. She has 7 points in the first half, yet to score in this one. Let's see if she can give them another spark off the bench. Late over to Xander Lassini. She's been quiet as well. Xander Lassini drives by Chelsea Gray, reaching from behind by Chelsea Gray, or do they call a push? So Xander Lassini will go to the line for 2 free throws. There we go. Aces took the lead. Let me end this poll for... There we go. End. 154 votes. Thanks for the votes, y'all. 154 votes. 51% in favor of the Aces. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. So Xander Lassini at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. She cashes in. The Valkyries are in the bonus. So if I was them, I would continue to drive to the basket and try and get some fouls. Stop the clock and make your free throws. 58-51 is the score. Second one is up. She cashes in. Oh, I keep adding to the wrong team. There we go. So it's 58-52 is the score, guys. 58-52. We're just at the 2-minute mark. Oh, Dana Evans turns it over. Carla Late doesn't pay attention, and she gets the ball stolen from behind by Jackie Young. So the Valkyries had an opportunity there, and they turn it right back over. Jackie Young with the ball. Over to Dana Evans. Corner to Jewell Loyd. Up top to Jackie. Jackie drives, center of the floor. Out to Dana. David pump fakes for 3. and they say she traveled. The refs thought about it for a little bit. Then he was like, yeah, she traveled. Traveled by Dana Evans. Turnover by the Aces there. Xander Lassini gets it into Hayes. 1:40 to go in the third. It's been a slow third quarter due to a lot of stoppages here and challenges and whatnot. Hayes gets the ball going downhill. She stops at the three-point line, keeps the dribble alive, and they call a foul on Rupier trying to post up. So there's everybody just exchanging turnovers here. So Nalissa Smith to inbound. 58-52. Dana Evans with the ball. Evans comes off the little stagger screen here. Guarded by Kyla Charles. Dana Evans over to Jackie. Jackie, top of the key, guarded by Xander Lassini. Wants a screen. Gets the screen, going to her right. Snake dribble. Throws up a floater from the foul line. Grazes off the front of the rim and sneaks in. 8 points. 8-point lead. 12 points for Jackie. Carla Lake gets downhill. Right hand scoop and misses. Fight for the rebound. And it's a jump ball. So back to an 8-point game, 60-52. Jackie Young likes that little snake dribble into the paint and just throws up the floater. Barely gets it over the rim. It rattles in. $60-52. Jump ball is up and it gets tipped right to Jewell Loyd. Jewell Loyd with the ball. Goes corner to Aaliyah Nye. Up top to Dana Evans. Evans gets downhill. She likes that floater, and hers rattles in as well. Largest lead of the game. 10-point lead. The first double-digit lead of the game. Charles over to Rupier. 11-2 run by the Aces here. Oh, Xander Lassini, what a pass to Rupier. Nice one-hand arm bounce pass through two defenders and scores. Dana Evans with the pump fake and gets fouled there by Carla Late on the dribble and drive. Will Asia go back in? She'll have to. This game is far from over, Creed. Game is far from over. Oh, so both teams in the bonus now, it appears. So Dana Evans at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. And she rattles it in. Dana Evans at the line for the second, and she cashes that one. Still a 10-point, back to a 10-point game, I should say. I think the Valkyries will play for one shot here. Carla Late with the crossover, goes behind the back, gets the screen from Rupier. Gets Nalissa Smith switched out on her. 10 on the clock. She tries to throw a one-hand hook pass. Gets deflected and stolen. Dana Evans with 5 on the clock. Goes behind the back. Over to Aaliyah Nye. Down to Nalissa Smith. Gets the ball stolen by Late. And that's how the quarter will end. So at the end of 3, Aces get it up to a 10-point lead. They are up 64-54 going into the fourth. Largest lead of the game. Fourth quarter getting started after these commercial breaks. Take a look at the box score while we have some time. As you can see, 64-54 is the score for the Valkyries. Let me look at the quarter scoring. The Aces outscored the Valkyries 21-16 in that quarter. For Hayes, 6 points, 5 rebounds. They're gonna need her to do some more. She has 4 of her 6 points from the line. You gotta affect the game in some other way. Burton, quiet night for her usually. Usually racks up a lot of assists. Not even 1 assist tonight for Veronica Burton. 6 points, 3 rebounds. You got 11 for Salon, 7 for Xander Lassini, and 8 for Fagbenle. Carla Late still with 7. Kyla Charles still with 7. So they still have their 14 bench points from the first half. Chelsea Gray with 8 points and 6 rebounds. You got Jackie Young with 12. 3 for Kirsten Bell. 21 for Asia with 5 rebounds, 8 and 7 for Nalissa Smith. Off the bench, you got 8 for Loyd, and now you have 4 points for Evans, who's contributing from the bench, so they have 12 points from their bench unit. They're playing some Bay Area sounded music on the broadcast here, I guess during the in between quarter stuff. (64-54) is the score. Looking at the team stats here, Ace is shooting 52% from the field. Valkyries at 40%. The 3-point percentages is still in the 20s. Valkyries commendably haven't missed a free throw. They're 14 for 14 from the line. Aces are 10 for 11. So both teams shooting really well from the line. Aces winning the rebounding battle 24-19. The assist battle 13-8. The turnover battle is equal at 11. The steal battle is equal at 7. Points in the paint is where the Valkyries are getting destroyed, 32-20. Largest lead is 10 for the 10 for the Aces, 7 for the Valkyries. And then we have 1 flagrant foul. You have Nalissa Smith for 15. Yeah, you might be cooked, my friend. My friend Steed. You might be cooked, bro. Respectfully. Nalissa Smith has 8 points. She had 6 in the first half, I believe. So you might be cooked. But listen, anything is possible, as they say. Anything is possible. Word to Kevin Garnett. Ball in play here with the Aces. They start off with possession for this 4th and final quarter. Who's this? Jackie Young with the rock. We'll get tired. Evans with the ball. Dribbles left. Back out to Jackie. Jackie with the ball with 5 on the clock. Jackie Young trying to play pity pat. Gets jumped by Carla Late. And that's a shot clock violation. Great defense there by the Valkyries. Jackie Young, them handles ain't the tightest. So Carla Late jumped her on the first dribble and forced it loose. So Valkyries ball here. Good start to the 4th quarter. Ball in play here. Dana Evans getting into the rookie's skin a little bit. Carla Late not backing down. And they call a foul there by Dana Evans. So that was brewing for a little bit. The refs let it go until that possession. It looked like Dana Evans bumped her off, and Tiffany Hayes approaches Dana Evans. Getting a little contentious here. You can see the tension here. Very hotly contested game. So the officials are going to review this now. So they're going to see if this was a little excessive here by Dana Evans. So I saw that coming. The refs let on the inbound. They were sort of like going back and forth with the pushing and shoving. The refs let them go. And then 3 seconds later, it turns into Dana Evans sort of fighting over the screen and giving Carla Late a little shove, which Carla Late looks like she embellishes a little bit. So now we have another review here to slow this down even more. So let's see what the refs determine here. So still a 10-point lead, 9:28 to go. Referees are reviewing this. Do I think it'll go over 150, Tony? What is this right now? 4 and 4 is 8, 6 and 5 is 11. No way. I don't think so. So that's 118? 4, 8, 6, 5. 118? So they would have to have. Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, granted, it's not shoot. All they need to do, no, actually, I take that back. What's that? 32 points between these two teams in the fourth? Nah, I think it'll go over 150. Looking at this last quarter, what was the last quarter score? It was 21 to 16, 6 and 1 to 7, 2 and 1 to 3. That's tough. It'll be really close. They scored 37 total in the last quarter. And they need 38. Oh no, and they need 32 to get to 150. So no, I think it'll go over. That's my final answer. It'll go over 150. The books got the line right now at what they got it at now. It's not upgraded. It's just a common foul, guys. Just a common foul. They have the over-under at 159, 158.5 right now. So I'm going to say over 150. So Valkyries to inbound here. 64-54. And they get it in to Temi Fagbenle. Fagbenle with the ball. 10 on the clock. Gets it over to Hayes. Hayes with the ball. Hayes goes behind the back. Guarded by Jackie. Crossover over to Carla. Carla for 3 at the buzzer. Off the rim. Fight for the rebound. And they call it over the back foul on Janelle Salon. You got it at over 158.5. I mean, it's going to come down to, I'm going to say under 158.5, over 150. That's my somewhat of a prediction. Over to Jackie Young. Top of the over Aaliyah Nye. Aaliyah Nye for 3. Off. Rebound to Fagbenle. Fagbenle goes full court over to Salon. Left side of the floor here. Valkyries need to get some baskets here. Salon tries to feed it in. Gets it into Kayla Charles. And she scores. So Kayla Charles has been a real spark here. I got to salute her. Salute Kayla Charles on a 7-H, fighting for minutes and permanent placement here in the league. Dana Evans with the ball. I think they're manned up right now. They are manned up. Ball over to Jewell Loyd. Comes off the screen. Misses the 3. Hayes with the rebound. Hayes pushing it in transition. Hayes over to Carla. Carla steps through. Goes off balance. Misses the right-hand scoop. Evans with the ball over to Aaliyah Nye. Pulls up for a contested 3. Halfway down. Oh, and out. 8-minute mark of the quarter. Fagbenle crosses half court. Looking for a guard to get it to. Gets it to Hayes. Hayes comes off the screen going right. She steps back for a long 2 and misses. Kayla Charles chases down the rebound. Gets it over to Carla Late. Carla Late, right to left crossover. Blows right by Nye. Goes downhill and scores. And we have a timeout here on the floor. Carla Late saw the rookie Aaliyah Nye, rookie on rookie crime here. Hit her with a nice right to left crossover. Blew right by her. And went right to the scoop over the rotating Nalissa Smith. 64-58. 7:30 to go here, people. 64-58 is the score. Let's take a look at some things here while we have some time. As you can see, according to BetMGM, over-unders at 157.5. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. For the Aces, Gray with 8.6 rebounds. Jackie Young with 12 points, 2 rebounds. She only has 1 3. She's 1 for 6 from 3. I think some AR said he needed her for 2 threes. Bell with her only 1 3. A'ja Wilson with 21. She was trying to check back in, but there was no dead ball stoppages. She should be coming in now. 8 for NaLyssa Smith with 7 rebounds. Jewell Loyd with 8 and Dana Evans with 4. Valkyries 6 and 6 for Hayes. Burton with 6 and 3, 11 for Salon, 7 for Zandalasini, 8 for Fagbenle, but their bench has been keeping them in it. 9 for Charles, 9 for Late, 2 for Rupier. So that's 20 points from your bench out of your 58 points. Got to put some respect on it. 3 players giving you 20 points and your other 5 starters giving you the other 38. All right, broadcast about to restart. Broadcast about to restart. My bad. Salute to everybody hanging around. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Leave a like. Helps the channel out tremendously. We do watch-alongs all season long. This week we're a little light on the watch-alongs. It's just a little busier than usual. But we will be back. We'll aim to be back tomorrow if possible. But definitely we'll be back on Sunday for one of the later games. I will be at that game against the Minnesota Lynx at the Barclays Center on Sunday. Liberty versus Lynx. And then I'll come home and we'll stream one of those later games. Ball in play here with the Aces. A'ja Wilson is back in this game. Chelsea Gray with the ball. She pump fakes to 3, gets it over to Dana Evans. Evans dribbles back top of the key here. Over to Jewell Loyd. They're in the zone here. Over to Chelsea Gray. Gets doubled over to Dana Evans. Gets down the lane. Floater is up. Misses the floater. NaLyssa Smith with the rebound. And that should be another jump ball. So it's a jump ball here between NaLyssa Smith and Kayla Charles. They were teammates with the Dallas Wings, I believe. I think Kayla was there while NaLyssa was there as well, if I remember correctly. Oh, so it's between Salon and Smith, not Kayla Charles. So let's see who wins this jump ball here. 64-58. 7:08 to go. Aces have had the largest lead of the game with 10 points. Jump ball is up, and NaLyssa Smith wins it with 10 on the clock. They get it down to A'ja. A'ja in the post against Fagbenle. They send a late double. Cross-court pass to Chelsea. Touch pass to Evans for 3, and she misses the wide open 3. Valkyries get a break there. Carla Late with the rebound. Late with the ball left side of the three-point line here. Calls out for a play. Gets it over to Hayes. Down to Salon. Spins. Bounce pass to a rolling Fagbenle, and they call a foul there before the shot. So it'll be sideline out of bounds. Might be a tripping foul, or probably grabbed her on NaLyssa Smith. That's the foul. So it'll be sideline out of bounds. Third foul on NaLyssa. Late to inbound here. Gets it over to Hayes. Hayes, top of the key here. Comes off the screen going right. Snake dribble into the paint. Loses the ball, and they call a reaching foul on Jewell Loyd. So now that's 4 fouls by the Aces. Unless that's the third team foul. No, that's the third team foul on the Valkyries. I mean, on the Aces. So you get to 5 team fouls. There'll be automatic free throws. They get the ball into Carla. Carla Late with the ball. Up top to Salon. Salon pump fakes for 3. Out to Carla. 7 on the clock. Carla late. Oh, right to left crossover on Evans. Floater from the foul line and banks it in. So Carla late got bumped by Dana Evans. Took it right to her chest and hits the floater. 4-point game. Burton's not out for the game. She's just not in the game right now. Oh, and Tiffany Hayes almost gets a steal. But it stays with the Aces there. Burton hasn't had the best game here. Carla Late has been given great minutes off the bench, so that's why she's in right now. Over to Jewell Loyd. Over to Dana. Over to Jewell. Jewell goes baseline. Contested baseline jump shot. Oh, tough shot. Jewell Loyd fading left. Baseline jump shot is up and good. 6-point game. Carla Late with the ball. Gets inside. Tries to bounce pass. It's a kick ball by Nalissa Smith. Substitutions happening right now. Ball in play here with the Valkyries. Oh, wow. Hayes gets downhill, gets fouled, and won. Tiffany Hayes, the reigning 6th Woman of the Year, gets downhill on her old team, I should say. Scores the left hand lay and won. So Hayes at the line to complete the 3-point play. She's been quiet pretty much all night. She has got to the line. This is her 5th free throw, and she knocks it down, keeps the Valkyries perfect from the line. They're doing a full court press here, the Valkyries are. Chelsea Gray gets it across half court. I said Burton. Burton's not out for the game, but she's just not in the game right now. Jackie Young shoots the foul line jump shot and gets fouled. I think foul from behind. I don't know if it's a landing space thing. But they called it on Carla Late. Jackie Young will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Jackie Young at the line for 2 free throws here. So Jackie Young at the line for the first of 2 free throws. It's 2 free throws. I don't know what everybody thought it was 1. It was 2 free throws. She knocks down the first. So Jackie Young at the line for the second. She knocks it in. So it's 68-63, about 5.5 to go in this 4th quarter. It's been a back and forth affair here in Golden State, in San Francisco, to be correct. Oh, Nalissa Smith gets a nice pick on Fag Benley, trying to roll to the basket with the left hand lay. Jewell Loyd gets downhill and draws the foul on Late. Coach Nakase is calling a timeout here. She's not challenging. I read her lips. She said not challenging. I just want to call a timeout here. Game sort of in the balance here. A 5-point game with the Aces going to the line for 2 free throws. You need Asia Wilson under 21.5. Yeah, you're going to be sweating the rest of this game out. You're going to be sweating the rest of this game out. Let's take a look here. 68-63 is the score. 5-point game. You got Asia with 21. Somebody said they need her under 21.5. That would be crazy if that cashes, though. What you call is at the line? Jewell Loyd is at the free throw line. To answer your question, Jewell Loyd at the free throw line when we come back from break. So this is the box score for the Las Vegas Aces. Y'all can take a quick look at that. Yeah, IDK. IDK if you gonna hit that one, my friend. IDK if you gonna hit that one. Because Asian gonna have to get a touch and it, who knows if Burton's coming back. BAM, I don't know if Burton's coming back. She is on the bench. She is available to come back, but I am not the coach. I don't know if she will check back in. And this is the box score for the Valkyries here. Salute to everybody hanging around. We got a nice sized crowd here. Thanks for all the new subs. We're 7 away from 1,200 subs on the channel. Appreciate you guys subbing up. Make sure you leave a like as well. Helps the channel out tremendously. We'll try to be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try and rush home to get to one of the streams. One of the late games, which I think is the Fever. Who's playing tomorrow? Yeah, the Fever and what you call it, and the Mercury. I'm trying to try to get back home for that, but we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, IDK. Yeah, this one's gonna be a sweat for you, my friend. I'm just let you know from now. This one's gonna be a tough one. A tough one. You just because it's not even like you need a 3 or so. You need her not to hit a 3. It's just 1 point. That's a foul shot. Tough, but all the best. I know some people have her over 21.5. Some people have her under 21.5. So it's tough. All right, broadcast about to restart now with Jewell Loyd at the line, and she misses the free throw. So a nice timeout there by Coach Nakase. I guess it sort of iced her a bit. She misses the first, and she knocks down the second. So it's a 6-point game, 69-63. Valkyries are 15 for 15 from the line. The Aces are 13 for 15. Yeah, she's been at 21 for a bit. I don't think she scored it. Carla Lake gets downhill. They don't call a foul on that floater. Rebound to Chelsea Gray. Over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young, left side of the floor. Guarded by Hayes, her former teammate. Gets the screen from Nalissa Smith. She goes under it. Hayes does. Young doesn't shoot. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson handoff to Gray, and Becky Hammond very upset with that set there, and calls a timeout with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. So we have another break in play here. Yeah, the Aces have 2 timeouts remaining. Johnny said he need Chelsea Gray for 12 points. She has 8. So you need two regular baskets for her. Yeah, Michael Wilson does not have a shot. Wilson, she hasn't even really looked at the basket like that. She has not even looked at the basket. So we're at another break in play as the Aces call a timeout there with 7 on the shot clock. It's funny how there's two sides of the coin. Some people want Asia to score. Some people don't. Somebody gonna have to lose. Somebody gonna have to lose. Beulah, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope you're well. Yeah, Asia hasn't even attempted a shot. I feel like she hasn't attempted a shot this whole second half, if I'm being honest with you. I don't remember. I mean, she probably did, but I'm probably just I'm probably chatting. IDK, you cooked? Ball with Asia. Asia has the ball. Asia over to Jackie. Jackie, corner to Aaliyah Nye. Nye for 3. Misses. Rebound to Fagbenle. And they turn. Oh, Salon gets it, and they call a foul here. Oh, that's the 5th foul by the Aces. That might be bonus time for the Valkyries. Johnny said that she's seen her own parlays and I'm going to just get 22 exactly. So the Valkyries, with the clock stopped, will go to the line for 2 free throws. 4:27 on the clock here. Clock is stopped. Salon at the line for 2 free throws. She knocks down the first. Nalissa Smith comes in for Aaliyah Nye. Aaliyah Nye hasn't scored. She's been missing some threes here. That's what she's in the game to do. And she's not doing it. Salon knocks down the second. So with the clock stopped, the points keep rolling in here. Valkyrie still perfect from the foul line. Ball in play here with the aces. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Goes over to Jackie Young in the corner here. Jackie up top to Chelsea. Over to Jewell. Cross court pass to Jackie. Jackie pump fakes for 3. Goes cross court to Jewell. Pass off target here. And it's a turnover by the aces. Veronica Burton still on the bench, y'all. So if you're asking about Veronica, she still got her jumpsuit on. The little sweater joint. 69-65. 4 minutes to go here. Late over to Hayes. 4-point game here. Hayes wide open for 3. Oh, she's off from 3, and she's been off pretty much all night from downtown. Goes off the rim and out of bounds. Juliv. Asia is playing. Asia is in the game, people. Ball is in play here with the aces. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Over to Jackie. Up top to Jewell. Jewell left side to Chelsea. Chelsea back to Jewell. What a play. Jewell for 3. Cash. Jewell Loyd. They keep running these. They keep going under on the screens for Jewell. And she's just sitting back and letting it fly. Oh, Carla Lake gets downhill. They call a... I don't know what they called there. Did they call a foul? Beulah, how I like Dejan and Carrington's debut. It was cool. She put in work there. I don't know what did they just call a regular timeout? Yeah, Valkyries call a timeout here. 72-65, 3:31 to go in this one. Johnny said, yes, I took Kelsey for over 25. She went off. Kelsey's usually a good bet for going off, especially with Caitlin out. I know a couple games she had a couple stinkers, but more often than not, she's gonna get them shots up, and if she gets it going, it's hard to stop. 72-65. We have a timeout on the floor. You're not missing anything. Timeout on the floor. Salute to everybody tuned in. We're 5 subs away from 1,200 subs on the channel. Appreciate you guys, everybody who subbed up today. I think I started off at 1188 and now we're at 1195. So appreciate you guys. Lloyd sold your slip. I apologize, my friend. Yeah, coming off the bench has worked wonders for her. She's up to 14 points. You did Asia under 21. But she got 21, so I'm assuming 21 and a half. BFA. Because she got 21 now, so. IDK says, do I stream games daily? As often as I can. It won't, depending on my schedule. But this week it's not daily, but it's a couple times a week. Sometimes it's four times a week, depending on. But the Valkyries turned the ball over on the inbound. I'm over here chatting. Jackie Young into the paint, throws up the floater, and misses. Rebound to Hayes. Valkyries running out of time here. Ball over to Salon. Salon crossover. Elbow jump shot. Short. 3 minutes to go. I don't really like that shot. I think Asia does score again if they want to win this game. Chelsea Gray gets it over to Asia. Asia with it now. Asia drives, gets into the post. Asia drives, and she gets fouled. As I say, she'll probably get it right now. She gets the ball, goes downhill aggressively, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Appreciate that, IDK. Johnny said, do I plan on streaming the NFL games? Nah, my friend. My team, sorry. The Giants, sorry. So I only do WNBA games, guys. I only do W games. I may branch off and start doing like other big events, but primarily it's just W games. And she hits the free throw. Sorry if for everybody who had her under 21.5, she hits the free throw. So everybody who had Asia over 21.5, she has 22 going on 23. So Asia with 23 points. 23 for Asia. So look at the duality of man. One guy saying let's go, the other guy saying damn. Ball and play with the Valkyries over to Hayes. Hayes gets downhill, aggressive to the lane. They call a blocking foul on Chelsea Gray. Crazy Max, salute from the Philippines. Appreciate you, salute. It's probably morning time over there. Morning, afternoon, sometime over there. Salute. Appreciate you finding the stream. Asia Wilson with 7 rebounds. I know somebody needed her for 8. As Hayes misses the free throw. She just has not had a solid game today. Asia ain't been doing none the last 5 games rigged. Oh man. Who's this? Tiffany Hayes rattles in the second. It's 74-66, an 8-point game here with 2.5 to go. Burton is probably not going to see the court the rest of this game. Chelsea Gray with the ball, comes off the screen, gets it back to Asia. Asia with the ball, almost double dribble, gets it to Jackie. Jackie probe dribble, foul line jump shot, rolls around. She gets her own rebound. They call a foul on the floor though against the Valkyries. You can't let the person who shot it get their own rebound. That's insane. 5th foul on Janelle Salon. And both teams are in the bonus now, so that's free throws for the Aces. Nalissa Smith misses the first free throw. Young all of a sudden ain't doing that. Oh man. And she misses the second. Beulah says, can Emma guard Asia in the post? I mean, it's not one-on-one. It's hard. Asia is one of the best post players in the world. It's hard. Now, Alyssa Smith misses both, but Hayes loses the ball, gets it out to Xander Lassini. Xander Lassini comes off the screen going right, gets downhill, goes under the basket pirouette style. In fact, Bentley foul line jump shot way too strong, and this game is slipping out of the hands of the Valkyries. Chelsea Gray will slow it down. 74-66. Comes off the screen from Asia. Gets downhill. Skips through that lane. Hangs and gets fouled. That should be 6 on Salon. And Salon has fouled out of this game. Mr. Castillo watching from Vegas. Salute. It looks like those Aces about to win this game and win the season series. Valkyries did as much as they could, but it's just not enough. Missing their all-star in Kayla Thornton for the season. A bunch of first-time players in this league with a bunch of other players acquired in the expansion draft going against a struggling but still competent Las Vegas Aces team. It's just not enough. Chelsea Gray misses the free throw, so that person who wanted Chelsea Gray for like 12 points, she just missed the free throw. Her 11th season. Wow, dang, it has been a while for Chelsea. Second free throw is up, and she misses both. Nalissa Smith with the rebound. Out to Jackie Young, and they're going to slow it down again. 10 on the shot clock. Jackie with it. Jackie, they send a trap to her. She escapes the trap. Jackie, no look past to Chelsea Gray, gets tipped out of bounds and turnover. $125 to go. It may be a little insurmountable, but we'll see what the Aces can do. I mean, what the Valkyries can do. Xander Lassini with the ball. No time to waste. Lob pass. Terrible pass by Xander Lassini. It's a turnover. 13 turnovers by the Valkyries. This game is pretty much done and dusted. Asia, cross-court pass to Jackie. Right in front of her bench. Up top to Jewell. Jewell with the ball. Has Kayla Charles stumbling over to Jackie for 3. And she misses strong. Tiffany Hayes with the long rebound. Just Chelsea Gray in her sight. She goes up. Left-hand layup is good. So it's 74-68. Timeout called by Becky Hammond. Miracle says, and beat their former Aces coach and teammates. Yeah. Man, I guess a lot of people had something on Burton. Burton hasn't seen the court this whole fourth quarter, it feels like. She over there dry as hell. No sweat. Kibo said, I guess Nalissa Smith for a double-double is a loser all day. Yeah, what she got? Nalissa with 8 and 9. Damn, that's tough. Jackie needs to score just 1. Damn, Sanaya, she missed a wide-open 3. I'm sorry. Valkyrie's missing Thornton and Billings. It will be tough. Yeah, it's tough for them. They're missing 2 key players. 2 key players. IDK, salute. Yeah, man, just re-up for tomorrow. Re-up for tomorrow. More games tomorrow. More opportunities to win or lose. So, bet responsibly. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for finding the channel. I haven't even... If I don't have time to sit down and actually create a parlay or do some research, then I don't bet, because then that's like throwing money away. And I haven't had time to do it. So it's been like a week and a half, 2 weeks since I played something. Man, Jose is crazy, man. I said put the books down. This guy's funny. Oh, you mostly do MLB? Got you. Yeah, I stick to the W now. I used to do when it first came to New York, I was doing everything. But now it's just a W stuff. Aces with the inbound. They're just wasting clock here. Asia with the ball. Asia in the post. Attacks Xander Lassini. Gets to the basket and gets fouled. So Asia will go to the line for 2 free throws. I know somebody needed her for some more. Am I streaming the game tomorrow? It depends on what time I get home. I'm gonna try and rush home to do it. If I do it, if I do get around to doing it, it'll be tough, but I'll try. Depends on if I catch the right train home coming from downtown Manhattan to where I'm at. So if I get out on time and I can catch the right train, I'll be able to do it. Until Asia Wilson knocks down the free throw. No, you're right, Get Money, because I'll be doing all the research in the world, and then they be like, forget your research and be selling the bag. So you absolutely right. Asia Wilson knocks down both free throws to complete her night pretty much. Asia Wilson with 25 points. Hey, salute to everybody. I got 1,200 subs. Salute. Appreciate you guys. Just crossed the 1,200 sub mark as this game comes down to an end. 76-68. Vag Bentley off balance 3 misses. Kayla Charles with the rebound goes up and rolls it in. Johnny said you're in AZ. It's still 106 degrees now. That's insane, brother. That's insane. 67. It's 67 degrees here in New York right now. Salute, Jose. Have a good one. Word. If I start late, y'all still be here? All right, cool. Say no more, so I'll get it set up. Be humbled on the Cash App. Salute for the dollar on Cash App. Salute. Ball and play here with the Aces. And Asia Wilson gets fouled again. So Asia Wilson padding her stats, not by her, not like she wanted to. But Asia Wilson back to the line. So whoever had her for over whatever points, she's adding to her stats here. Maserati salute 2 for 120. That's a nice come up. Beulah said your Blue Jays gonna play the Dodgers, man. I haven't even been paying it. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't been paying attention, but the Yankees been stinking it up, so I just get the notifications and I don't watch the games. It's 9 p.m. Oh yeah, you are in Arizona, so you guys are behind East Coast time. It is 12:16 a.m. here on the East Coast as A'ja Wilson adds to her point total tonight. A'ja Wilson up to 27 points and 7 boards. All right, AR, salute. I'll see you tomorrow. If you guys don't mind if I start late, then I'll definitely stream tomorrow. I know sometimes I don't know if people if they don't get the full experience, they don't like it as much, but I'll get stuff ready for tomorrow, and then as soon as I come home, I'll get on the stream for us. Queso says, I really respect you do commentating. I think you should stream every game. If you can keep up the hard work, you're going to make it big one day. Appreciate that, Queso. Salute, my friend. It's my 3rd season doing it. It doesn't really feel like work. It's like if I'm watching the game, I might as well come on stream and talk about it. So that's what sort of inspired this channel. I'm glad a lot of people are finding it interesting, whether it's for the betting or just to follow the W. But I appreciate you guys and the kind words. They really just dragging the game out. I am tired. It's 12:18 a.m. here, and they just keep fouling. 78-70. Salute for the sub, Michael. Salute. Why didn't that sound effect come through? That's weird. I gotta check that. Usually I get a noise notification. I gotta check that. I don't know why it didn't come through. Island boy from the Bahamas. My dad's side of the family from the Bahamas, from Nassau. Salute. Ball over to Xander Lucini. Over to Carla Late. Step back 3 off balance and misses terribly. Xander Lucini with the long rebound. She shoots. Misses terribly. Hayes with the rebound and scores. Please just inbound the ball and get it over with. 2 seconds left. Salute for the super chat. Salute for the super chat, Bam. Appreciate that. I gotta check my Streamlabs, see why my my notification ain't sound ain't coming through. Queso, will I be streaming the NBA when it comes back? I don't know. My team is the Heat. I don't know. I'll think about it. 78-72. This game is pretty much over. It's 2 seconds left, y'all. I'll put 2 seconds on the clock so we can be as accurate as possible. But it's 2 seconds left, and they called a timeout, I guess, for situational play calling and stuff. Salute for the super chat, though, my friend. Salute. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the over-under. If I didn't see this comment, could they please stop scoring? What is it now? 8-2 is 10, 7-7. Oh, that's 150 on the dot. What did I say? I said over 150, under 150 something. See, I got something right. I should have bet that. Beulah, am I making a video about the trade deadline? We'll see. I'll probably oh, the game's over, y'all. Game's over. 78-72. Yeah, Jackie sold you. Yep. Jackie definitely sold that. Game's over, y'all. 2.8 seconds. Aces just have to inbound. Jackie Young with the ball. Please don't foul. I mean, of course, I know the game's over, so they didn't foul. 78-72 is the final score. The Aces moved to 16-14. The Valkyries dropped to 14-15. So the two former colleagues or former former colleagues between Nakase and Becky Hammond, they shake hands and that's how this game ends. The Aces win the season series against the Valkyries 3-1. They win this one 78-72. I think the Aces. Yeah, the Aces stay in 7th. The Valkyries stay in 8th. That's how this game ends, people. We'll take a quick look at the box score before we get out of here. For the Valkyries, Hayes with 14 and 9. She had a stinker, 4 for 10, 0 for 2 from 3. She did get to the line, so I give her credit there. Burton only played 22 minutes, didn't play the whole fourth. 6 points, 3 rebounds, no assists. I know people probably had her for some assists. Not today. 13 for Salon. She fouled out. Xander Lassini with 7, 8 for Fagbenle. Carla Late with 11. Kyla Charles with 11. Rupert with 2. For Vegas, you got Chelsea Gray with 8. Jackie Young with 14. 3 for Kirsten Bell. 27 for Asia Wilson. 8 for Nelissa Smith. You got Jewell Loyd with 14 off the bench. 4 for Dana Evans. So that's the final box score there. 78-72 final score. Man, I got that pretty right. I said over. I said, oh, I didn't say, I said over 150. They hit exactly 150. That's crazy. Michelle said 6 points by Aces. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. That's it for me. It is approaching 12:30 a.m. here on the East Coast. It's been a long day. Went from work, came here, streamed. Appreciate all the subs. We're over 1,200 subs now. Salute to everybody who subbed up. The community said, even if I come late, still stream tomorrow. So I will be streaming Fever and Mercury tomorrow. Fever and Mercury tomorrow. Hopefully I don't miss too much of the game, but I will start streaming as soon as I get home. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. It's Jay Jordan. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Salute.